The following is an ESG Lab video.
Hello and welcome to this ESG Lab video summary. Over the next few minutes, I'll be reviewing the results from a recently completed ESG Lab Spotlight on EMC ScaleIO. Traditional IT infrastructures consisting of silos of dedicated servers, networking, and storage are extremely complex and expensive to purchase and maintain. To limit capital and operational expenses, many organizations have turned to cloud-based solutions such as infrastructure as a service. In fact, ESG research reveals that 38% of enterprise organizations are currently using infrastructure as a service today, and another 27% plan to at some point. That means that 65% of organizations are willing to pay another organization to deliver the agility that they could build with an in-house solution, which may be able to achieve even higher levels of performance, availability, and security. EMC ScaleIO is a flexible, software-defined scale-out solution that leverages host-based internal storage to create a scalable server SAN with performance that is comparable to or better than an external SAN at a fraction of the cost and complexity. It's made up of two main components. The ScaleIO data server, or SDS, contributes internal storage and compute resources to a shared pool that's distributed across all nodes running the SDS, and the ScaleIO data client, or SDC, allows applications to access the ScaleIO volumes. The data is automatically balanced and protected so nodes can be added and removed easily and non-disruptively. And there's a lot of flexibility in how you can deploy it. Servers can simply provide storage, consume storage, or do both, converging the storage, compute, and networking resources into a single, scalable building block that's easy to manage. The SDS and SDC can even be installed on cloud servers like OpenStack to take advantage of cloud compute and storage resources. ESG Lab first validated ScaleIO technology in 2014, where we tested the performance of ScaleIO in an Oracle RAC environment. We tested the agility by non-disruptively adding and removing nodes, and tested the ability to protect data in the event of a node failure. In the 2014 report, we also saw an impressive scalability in a QA environment made up of 53 nodes. This year, ESG Lab validated even greater levels of performance and scalability on a deployment of 128 identically configured ScaleIO nodes using commodity Cisco UCS C240 servers. We tested 4 KB random transactional workloads using the popular FIO workload generator to both SLC-based PCIe flash devices as well as to null devices. If you can scale while doing I/O to null devices, you can scale when configured with any media. ESG Lab validated the performance using a random 4 KB read workload to 3, 32, 64, and 128 nodes. ScaleIO performance was almost perfectly linear, producing over 31 million IOPS from 128 nodes. To put that into perspective, feel free to compare this to the highest IOPS performance demonstrated to date by other storage vendors. And with a mixed workload of 70% reads and 30% writes, performance was once again near linear, with the 128 node test producing over 23 million IOPS. Even when delivering such a large number of IOPS, the ScaleIO solution was designed to leave plenty of resources for host operations. In fact, the majority of resources were reserved for host operating systems, services, and applications. Today's cloud-scale data centers require a simple, agile, cost-effective, and most importantly, scalable storage infrastructure. ESG Lab validated the performance of a ScaleIO converged solution made up of 128 commodity servers. The performance scaled near linearly for both reads and a mixed read-write workload to tens of millions of IOPS, and this impressive performance was limited only by the amount of hardware available. ScaleIO is agile enough to scale up or down on demand to meet the unpredictable needs of the business. With ScaleIO, an organization can leverage the right hardware at the right time to minimize capital expenditures, and the hyper-converged infrastructure can be managed by a single administrator, helping to lower operational expenses. And EMC is so confident in the scalability of ScaleIO that they are offering an unlimited, free and frictionless trial of ScaleIO for non-production environments, so organizations can deploy ScaleIO and see for themselves. If your organization is struggling to deploy technologies that are flexible enough to meet unpredictable application demands, while also minimizing costs, then ESG Lab strongly suggests downloading and trying ScaleIO in your data center today. If you'd like to learn more, you can download the full ESG Lab validation report from the EMC website.